we're live.
Hello and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 194. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the show creator, the executive producer, all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
That's me. Good morning.
All right, got them all in? I got them all in.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button, the thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We are live weekday mornings at 8 on YouTube, and you can also find us wherever you go to get your favorite podcasts. Coming up today, have we been playing Monopoly wrong all these years?
Apparently.
Maybe, yeah. We have the Tuesday Top 5 today, focusing on the things we like about spring. Another edition of Am I the A-Hole on this Tuesday, and don't tell me, Florida? Those stories and more coming up, but first, good morning and welcome. I want to apologize right at the top of the show today. It is a bad allergy warning, which I thought, we got some rain last night, and I thought the rain kind of tampers it down or washes it away or something.
Maybe it just, I don't know, washes it into the air.
Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, I woke up this morning a little sore throat from, I don't know. I'm not getting into details. But I'm apologizing up front for any sneezes, coughs, throat clearing, anything that happens live.
Burps, whatever, you know.
Burps?
That's probably not to allergy. That's just Pete being Pete, you know.
Anyway, good morning and welcome to Tuesday. Trish should be home probably around 8:30 or so, I think, after a shift commander shift yesterday.
Yeah, a Monday, as we heard. It was definitely a Monday.
It was a Monday. Yeah. I guess there was a lot of shift problems and staffing issues, so it's a Be Nice to Trish day.
Every day's a Be Nice to Trish day.
My name's not Trish.
It is.
Except not using her name. Welcome to National Garden Meditation Day. It encourages everyone to take time for oneself and relax.
Do we have to meditate in the garden because it's wet outside?
It's
right
48
now?
degrees and wet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'll do it inside.
It's National Paranormal Day. People who believe in paranormal activities are encouraged to get together and share their experiences with each other. Also a good time for you to plug my friend Tom Stewart's show, his podcast, My Paranormal Stories. Check that out. It's National Specially Able Pets Day. It shines a spotlight on the needs of pets with disabilities. It's National Two Different Colored Shoes Day. I did that once. It encourages us to celebrate our uniqueness and put it on display. Yes, all those years of getting dressed at 4:30 in the morning with, trying not to light up the whole house to wake up everybody. Mm-hmm. I once wore two different shoes. I had the same style in two colors, so I made the mistake and I wore a brown one and a black one.
But it probably wasn't on this day. You probably didn't luck out.
No.
Oh,
then I couldn't. Yes. Yeah. Planned it.
I'm currently not wearing shoes, so
Oh?
Yeah, so I missed the day. I'm sorry, everybody.
National Slipper Day for you, right?
No, I'm not even wearing slippers. I'm in socks right now.
I didn't notice.
Yes.
It is National Foster Care Day. We salute those that foster children. And it is National Teachers Day today. Hooray! It's also a National Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes.
So I guess a lot of schools are doing different things on different days, but it is National Teacher Appreciation Day, which is always a good day to think back on some of your favorite teachers, or some of us maybe only had one. Who was that one special teacher in your life? Mm-hmm. For me, I've said this every year for I don't know how many years. It was Mrs. Zembo, 8th grade English teacher.
English?
Yes.
Okay.
She introduced me. She knew people at the UMass radio station.
Okay.
Which at the UMass Dartmouth, which at the time was SMU, Southeastern Massachusetts University. So she introduced me to some of those people. They told me they needed someone to work because it was summer and everybody was going home.
Yeah.
So that was my first time on the radio. Was at a college radio station, thanks to Mrs. Emble.
He was just the last guy there. They were like, I need a body. Yeah. Anybody. Come on.
I actually work 5 days a week.
Somebody that can talk. Is there anybody that can talk here?
Most people at college radio, they do a show like Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Maybe Tuesday and Thursday. I did 5 days.
It was between you and a mute. So thank God you were there.
And it was closed for a while. Yeah. On the Datebook, on this day in 1802, Washington, D.C. was incorporated as a city. On this day in 1936, Joe DiMaggio made his major league debut with the Yankees and got 3 hits.
Yeah, not Dom DiMaggio.
No, not Dom.
Don't get me started on Red Sox trivia.
On this day in 1937, Margaret Mitchell won the Pulitzer Prize for Gone with the Wind. On this day in 1948, it was the first broadcast of the CBS Evening News, making it the longest-running network news show in the U.S. Number 3 in the ratings, but it's number 1 in longevity. On this day in 1952, we had the first landing of an airplane at the geographic North Pole. They went to see Santa. See what he was up to.
There we go.
On this day in 1991, we had the 356th and final episode of CBS's second longest-running TV series, Dallas.
That's Dallas. Is that what that's from? No, that's a movie, right?
That's a movie. Oh. Yeah. It was the second longest running. What was the first?
On CBS?
CBS.
Oh, what were you about to say?
I started to say it.
Yeah.
Gunsmoke.
Oh, I never would have got. I would have been The Big Bang Theory. I don't know.
On this day in 2002, Spider-Man, starring Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker, premiered. That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on this day in 2003, New Hampshire's famous Old Man of the Mountain collapsed.
I can't believe that was 2003 because I feel like I remember.
Do you remember seeing it?
I feel like I did, but now that I'm thinking about it, I would have been like 4 when it fell. So,
wow.
I mean, maybe I did.
Yeah.
A good memory I have.
They still have the sign up. They still have the signs where you can pull over and see where it used to be.
I know. It's just a rock now.
Yeah,
it's not that impressive, but yeah.
On the celebrity birthday list today, Francesco Stephen Castelluccio is 88. Who dat? Frankie Valli.
Aw.
Frankie
gotcha.
Valli.
Let's hear a Frankie Valli song.
Really?
Yeah.
With allergies? Sherry.
I was singing the same one.
Sherry, baby, Sherry.
Keep it going.
Sherry, baby, Sherry.
Hit it.
Sherry, baby.
I had zero faith in you. I just want you to know. Yeah. Well, you led the show in with I have allergies. I was like, this is going to go terrible. This is going to be great content. But no, you didn't.
Instead, I got it. So
you
it's
know
like,
what?
it was boring.
That was good.
So,
he's struggling this morning. Some applause.
Thank you.
I was going to hit the falsetto, but then you did it, and I was like, thank God.
Think of all the hits that guy has had. I almost started to. Well, I know I can't do a top 5 because you don't know all the song. Well, you might. Maybe you do because you love Jersey Boys.
I did love Jersey Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done a top.
Could have done a top 5, but
it's a very specific top 5.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it could. I don't even know if I could say I have a favorite. I mean, there's so many.
It's been a while. I need to be reminded. Give me another one.
Oh, you want one from Jersey Boys or one more recent?
Something I would know.
Oh, what a night.
Oh, great
Late
one.
December back in 63.
I was going to say 65.
Time for me.
I was going to say time to be.
What a very special time for me.
Okay. Yeah. I got to study up, guys.
All right. CBS Sports' Greg Gumbel is 76 today, and singer Christopher Cross, who was big in the 80s, he is 71. All right. I see we have a lot in the chats. What's going on?
So much going on.
Yeah.
Diane summed it up well. She said, lots of people on early today. Everybody wants a crack at the new Stumpah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Abby's struggling this morning. She said, I think I'm awake, question mark. I don't know. I think you are too, unless this is a dream, but this is a very specific dream that we all, are having together.
We're all here at the same time.
Yeah. Dana says Abby needs a shake like an Etch-a-Sketch giggle. By the way, I never played Dana's giggle the other day. It's a little ominous. I'm going to have to say, this is Dana's giggle that he sent me. I pitched it up a little bit.
Yeah, we did pitch it up a little.
Just to make it a little bit weirder. But yeah, it's a little ominous, Dana. I feel like it's an evil giggle. But let's see. What else is going on? Dana said, thank God Monday is over. Yeah, that's right. He also said, it isn't a bad allergy morning. It's a suck allergy morning.
Oh, good. So I'm not alone.
The rain might have washed some pollen down, but the mold is raging. Nice.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're looking for here.
Oh, yeah.
Dana said Trish had a suck Monday. Yes, we did hear. So Pete's going to give her a foot rub when she gets home, right?
Okay,
yes.
We'll go with that.
Yes.
We'll go. She did tell me, she said, I've got a knot in my back the size of a softball. So I was like, okay, are we calling the chiropractor today?
Dana says, if you guys want to stay alive, you be nice to Trish. The cast iron pan might take flight. Giggle.
Can we hide it?
Maybe I should speed it up. It's too slow. It's
What,
it feels so ominous. I feel like Dana's about to kill me. That's what I'm feeling with that giggle. Anyways, what's Dana? Dana's having baby back ribs night tonight at Casa de Dana. And all of us are looking for an invite. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, indeed.
Gail says, fantastic for your singing.
Oh, thank you.
Gary says, Pete, you got to ask Emily. I always sing that song.
Oh, really?
Such a jam. Such a jam. Diane says, Pete, I think Yellowstone is a modern-day, grittier Dallas. Would you agree?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yellowstone does remind you a bit of Dallas.
Dana says, Jersey Boys, fantastic show. Those horns. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Dana, when we were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, Dana said the music in it, and he was right. It's so good.
When they get going on that.
So
dun, dun, dun,
good.
Dun, 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 dun,
And Gary says, Jersey Boys back at the P-PAC, June 2nd and 3rd.
You know what?
Might have to get some tickets.
You know what was at the P-PAC and I missed it? Was
Hamilton.
That too.
Yeah.
The Temptation.
I don't think it was the P-PAC.
The Temptation show that I told you was coming to Boston, but I was like, do I want to go to Boston? He was in Providence and I missed it.
Peter.
Dang.
Anyways, back to you.
Okay. In the news this morning, Ellen DeGeneres' 19-year run on daytime television is over. The comedian announced that the Ellen DeGeneres Show has taped its final episode. That will air May 26th. Ellen broke the news on Twitter, saying her 19-year run has been, quote, the greatest privilege of my life. She added, when we started this show in 2003, the iPhone didn't exist. Social media didn't exist. Gay marriage wasn't legal. We watched the world change, sometimes for the better, sometimes not. But whatever was happening, my goal was always for the show to be a place where we could all come together and laugh for an hour.
It does kind of feel like the announcement of her final season was way bigger than the final season actually has been. I feel like I haven't seen much from it.
Right.
Yeah.
And also there was controversy, right? Because they were saying it was a hostile work environment, and then she announces, we're done.
We're done.
We're done. So it's like,
kind of
she
weird.
says they're not related.
Yeah, maybe the last episode will be big.
Yeah.
But.
This will come as no surprise to the parents of teenagers. A new study has found that around the age of 13, a teen's brain actually starts tuning out mom's voice, preferring voices of those in their social circle. And it's not by choice. By the way, Abby, how old is your son? You're getting there, right? Yeah. When a child is young, their mom's voice lights up the reward center in their brain. But as a child grows, that changes. Seems part of the growing up process and gaining independence involves a change in the brain where the reward center starts lighting up to different voices. Aha.
Did a 13-year-old write this? Their mom was like, are you tuning me out? And they were like, no, it's science. It's literally science, I promise. Look at this article written in crayon.
By me.
Yeah.
The NFL draft, as expected, was a big hit over the weekend, and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, as expected, was booed many times as he walked on stage to announce the picks. Goodell actually walked on stage at one point with a miniature camera so that viewers everywhere could see and hear what he goes through when those boos start to thunder down.
Everybody hates the man.
But he keeps getting, the owners hire him.
The owners hire him.
He works for the owners.
If the fans had a say, my dude would have been fired years ago. Yeah.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's fan vote has concluded, and the top 5 artists that will make up a fan's ballot to be tallied along with the other ballots to select the 2022 inductees. The top 5, Dolly Parton made the top 5. She's number 5 with 393,000. The Eurythmics at number 4. Pat Benatar at number 3. Eminem is number 2, which we've said he's not rock and roll. 684,000 votes. And coming in at number 1 is Duran Duran with 934,000 votes. Dolly Parton, by the way, has had a change of hearts about her nomination. After asking to be removed from the ballot 6 weeks ago because she felt she hadn't earned the right, she now tells NPR, I'll accept gracefully. I'll say thanks and accept that. Dolly said, when I said that, it was always my belief that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was for people in rock music. And I found out lately that it's not necessarily that. But if they can't go there to be recognized, where do they go? So I just felt like I would be taking away from someone that maybe deserved it, certainly more than me, because I never considered myself a rock artist. But obviously, there's more to it than that. The class of 2022 will be announced next week.
Again, we've said this before. Can we just make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the Music Hall of Fame and make a new Rock and Roll Hall of Fame where it's just rock and roll?
I agree with you. To me,
Eminem is great. Not rock and roll.
No.
Why do we call him rock and roll? Let's just make it the Music Hall of Fame. Anybody that succeeds in music greatly, like these people, get into the Music Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And then rock and roll artists get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, just like there's the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Is there an R&B Hall of Fame? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
All
right, shall we get to a brand new Stumpah?
I think we shall.
All right, it is Stumpah time.
Yeah.
And our new question today, the 3 songs played most often in the United States are Happy Birthday, The Star-Spangled Banner, and what? What was the song I'm looking for?
I have faith. I think we're going to get a day one Stumpah right here.
Probably.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
The 3 songs that are played most often in the U.S. are Happy Birthday, and don't forget, we found out that the song Happy Birthday starts on the lowest note of the song.
Yes.
So don't start it with Happy Birthday. No.
So the other day, it was when Doug was up here, we celebrated his birthday with a cake. And I started it down here.
Down low.
I was like, Happy Birthday. And all the girls were like, Happy Birthday. And then I got yelled at after. It was great.
Yeah,
it was a great time.
Trust me, it's going to get
loved
better.
It. I loved it personally because Pete and I were the only ones that could hit it. By the way, we'll be singing all these songs, Pete. So warm up the vocal cords. Should we do some exercises? Yeah, some lip roll arpeggios.
Some what?
Some lip roll arpeggios.
What the heck is a lip roll arpeggio?
It's when you go.
Oh, I can do that.
So let's hear it. Can you? Close, but no cigar. All right, here we go.
All right,
we have answers.
What's the 3rd song?
Yeah, we got Happy Birthday, we got the Star Spangled Banner, and Dana says, God bless America.
Good guess, but no, that's not it. Oh, God bless America.
Started pretty low. Justin says, Party in the USA.
Party in the USA. No.
So I put my hands up. Justin just says, Happy. Oh, by Pharrell.
Because I'm happy. That's all I know. Happy. I'm a happy guy.
It's literally, it's like just think of happy things, and that's what he puts in there.
Clap along.
If you feel like having Eye of the Tiger. Oh, good song.
And the Eye of the Tiger.
I just realized I'm not telling people whether or not they're wrong.
They're all wrong, by the way.
Yeah, by the way. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Justin says, Am I the only one?
Am I the only one? That one?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's
we'll
not
go
it.
with that.
It's either way.
Yep.
Gary, good guess. Don't stop believing. You would think, right?
Don't stop believing. Do I really have to sing every one of them?
Incorrect. Only because I see the answer on the screen. I know that there's not many more.
Okay, it's coming.
Abby says, We are the champions.
We are the champions, my friends.
Someone get me a lighter.
By the way, the Mandela effect on that song. Have you heard that one?
Oh, yeah, at the end of the song.
At the end of the song, don't we all think the song ends
of the world?
Yeah. We are the champions of the world. It doesn't end that way.
Apparently.
It does not.
Apparently.
No, it ends with we are the champions. That's it.
Gail says America the Beautiful. First off,
I
incorrect.
know. America. I'm drawing a blank. Because I got it confused with God Bless America.
God the beautiful
to shining sea.
And Diane says, Take me out to the ball game.
Take me out to the ball game is right.
That's
Congratulations.
Yeah. Take me out to the crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and cracker
Jills.
Jills are new, right? I don't care if I ever get
Bill if I'm
for the
It doesn't work with the rhyme.
Team.
But anyways,
if they don't win, it's a shame.
Congrats to Diane. I knew we had a day one up in here.
Yeah.
Do we have any other good songs? Justin says Gangnam Style. Billie Jean.
I cannot.
Hotel California. Bohemian Rhapsody. But we've already graced you guys with that. We don't need to. Abby says Baby Shark. Honestly, would not be surprised if somehow it's Baby Shark.
That's true. I mean, the most played songs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Baby Shark. Didn't What was the latest? Sarah said we have to make sure that's played at the wedding.
What? Baby Shark.
Because Liam does a little thing.
We'll see.
Okay.
I might pay Scott a massive amount of money never to play that song. Anyways, congrats to Diane.
Yes, congrats.
And shout out to Pete for being a trooper,
Thank
singing all these songs.
Thank you. Time for today's fascinating facts. And you mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean. The most expensive film ever made was the 2011 film Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. It had a budget of $378.5 million. Now, for reference, the average budget for a big studio movie is around $65 million.
Rumor has it they bought the Atlantic Ocean to film. Yeah, they rented it out.
I did look it up, by the way, the other day while we were because we've been rewatching the movies. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen Stranger Tides yet, have we?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I haven't, at least.
We've seen the first two. Yes. We're doing this every Friday, and so last Friday I looked it up. I was curious, where do they film this? You know, because do they film the ocean scenes like off the coast of L.A. or something? But no, they do a lot in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
And some in the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. So it's funny because some of the scenes where the ship is coming ashore are shot maybe in Dominica, and then the shot of him running on the beach, was in the Bahamas.
Oh,
so it's like
okay, they just piece it together.
They got in a plane, flew somewhere else.
But then very specific water scenes are in. I love watching them film this. A giant blue cube filled with water.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if Pirates did. I'm assuming Pirates did that because I don't really understand. You couldn't do that in the ocean. There's no chance that you can do like a shipwreck in the ocean.
True.
But like, what else was it? Well, Titanic was different, I think. Titanic was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
He built his own soundstage, his own. He built his own enclosure for that.
But yeah, a lot of water films are giant blue studios filled with water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Charlie's jumped down to go to the door.
And is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
I think
is it potato? Like,
yeah.
Even though no one says potato, I don't. You know.
I think it's one of those that could go either way.
I guess. I say it both ways, I feel.
Because your mother and I went on a couple of cruises on Royal Caribbean. That's how they say their name.
Yeah, that's
Royal Caribbean. But then we took the Royal Caribbean cruise ship to the Caribbean. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Somebody help me.
All right. Yesterday, we were talking about Monopoly. We had a story about some tokens coming back, or you could vote which tokens were coming back. And somehow, one of us asked, how long does a typical Monopoly game take? You Googled it, and the answer was what?
It's like an hour.
Yeah. And we're like, no way. So I did a deep dive yesterday, and I did look at, number one, that article in the Huffington Post you mentioned.
Yep.
Which says a typical Monopoly game is meant to last around 60 to 90 minutes. So why does it take the rest of us so long? Well, according to that article, and it's actually a 2005 blog post by Johnny Nexus that went viral. It's because we don't actually read the rules, and because basically all of us are playing the game the wrong way.
Nice.
So what are we doing wrong? All right. The first thing we're doing is whenever someone lands on the property and chooses not to buy it, all right, so you're on Connecticut Avenue, I'm not going to buy it. Mm-hmm. We're simply, I don't know about you, but we simply move on to the next player's turn.
Yeah.
You're supposed to auction that property off. From Hasbro's official rules, whenever you land on an unowned property, you may buy that property from the bank at its printed price. If you do not wish to buy the property, the bank sells it at auction to the highest bidder. So it should be sold right away to whoever you're playing with.
So properties are going to go pretty quick.
Played correctly, the game goes a lot faster.
Yeah.
And it relies far more on how players interact, according to this blog. Now, when played with standard rules, a typical game takes 60 to 90 minutes. When common house rules are added, things like that, we'll just go again, whoever else lands on it can buy it. And also, such as collecting free money when you land on free parking, those games can last 3 hours or longer. There's no rule that says you get money for landing on free parking.
And when you think about it, the space is called free parking. Your piece goes there. And it's free. Nothing happens. You don't lose money. You don't gain money. You just chill there. Right. That makes sense now.
By the way, the longest Monopoly game ever played lasted 70 days, according to Hasbro.
I'm guessing they were playing incorrectly.
Now, here are some of the rules that maybe you haven't read or maybe you're not following. As far as buying property, yes, if you do not wish to buy the property, the banker sells it at auction to the highest bidder. So somebody could get it for a cheaper price. Income tax. If you land on that square that says income tax, you have two options. You can pay the estimate. You can estimate your tax at $200 and pay the bank. And you pay the bank. You do not put it in the middle. Okay, so there's no money in the middle. Free parking. A player landing on this space does not receive any money, property, or any reward in kind. You're just there.
Yeah.
Because think about it. The object of the game is to make everybody else go bankrupt.
Yeah.
So if they keep this guy equivalates. Anyway, this guy says landing on free parking is like hitting the lottery. So you stay in the game because you keep getting money.
Yeah.
So as far as houses, I didn't know this. When you own all the properties in a color group, you may buy houses from the bank and put them on those properties. Now, I knew that. But if you buy one house, you may put it on any one of those properties. So like if there's 3 green, you can decide which one you want it on. Right? You usually go for the one with the most rent, right?
Okay, yeah.
The next house you buy must be put on one of the unimproved properties of this color group. So you can't put 3 houses on
One square, one.
Ventura Avenue or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to put one on that, one on the other, one on the other, then go back, put 2, 2, 2. So you can't just keep. I wasn't playing it that way. Following the above rules, you may buy and erect at any time as many houses as your judgment and financial standing will allow, but you must build evenly. As I said, you can't put.
Yeah.
As you build evenly, you must also break down evenly. So if you start selling off property because you need the money, you gotta sell it off that way too.
Yeah.
You can't just sell all the. There are, I think Diane pointed this out yesterday. There are rules for a short game.
Yes.
They will tell you how. There are 5 changed rules. Number 1, during preparation, the banker shuffles the cards, all the properties, and then deals 3 title deed cards to each player. So you already start with having property.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
These are free. No payment to the bank is required.
Wouldn't that be nice in real life?
You need only 3 houses instead of 4 on each lot to each color group before you can buy a hotel.
Oh,
Okay, so that speeds it up.
Yeah.
If you land in jail, you must exit on your next turn by either A, using a get-out-of-free card that you have or you can buy from somebody. You have to roll doubles the next time, or you have to pay $50. Unlike the standard rules, you may try to roll doubles, and failing to do so, you may pay the $50 on the same turn. But if you go to jail, you got to get out next turn.
Okay.
You can't.
Yep.
Because what is it in the long run? You can try 3 times to roll dice.
Something like that, yeah.
The penalty for landing on income tax is a flat $200. You don't figure anything out. And the end of the game is different. The game ends when one player goes bankrupt. You don't have to play everybody else out.
Oh, okay. So one player goes bankrupt.
When one player goes bankrupt, the remaining players value their property, how much cash they have, how much stuff they own, and then whoever has the most money wins.
Okay. All right.
So that's
it
how you
would
play
definitely
faster.
move quicker. That's for sure.
I'm tempted to. I feel like we need to play now by these different rules and see how it goes.
All right. Tomorrow's show will be entirely us playing Monopoly. We need to get it done in an hour. Or else something bad happens.
I'll let you know how it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Time for the Tuesday Top 5. And our Top 5 today is favorite spring activities. Favorite spring activities. I'm not sure if I've got these really in numerical order. I mean, I look at number 1 this morning. I'm like, maybe number 3 is better. But anyway, here we go with 5 to 1, okay? Favorite things we love about spring. Number 5, I get to plant my garden.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll be planting it probably, as Dana said, Memorial Day weekend.
See, the thing I struggle with is I feel like some of these are like summer and spring, so
Okay.
I don't really know where you'd place them. Number 5, though, I put a baseball game, like
Okay.
a Sox game or a Paw Sox game. I know we got to go to Polar Park this year.
To see the Woo Sox, not the Paw Sox.
Oh, I said the Paw Sox.
Paw Sox, yeah.
I'm still living in the past. What can I say? Right. Yeah, we got to see the Woo Sox at Polar Park.
That's on my list a little higher up.
Oh, okay.
Number 4 for me is to enjoy a warm walk.
Oh.
Because so many times we'll go for a walk. We got to take Charlie for a walk, and even yesterday was the chilly breeze. So to go for a walk.
Complains a lot.
To go for a walk where you don't need the hoodie or something, you can just enjoy yourself.
What did you buy? The balaclava. Walks when you don't need the balaclava.
The balaclava
to
cover your head and face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my number 4 is eating sunflower seeds. I love spitting some sunflower seeds outside.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's not. See, I only did it while coaching. I
do it less frequently now that I don't play. But yeah, I enjoy sitting around the campfire or just sitting outside in a rocking chair, spitting some sunflower seeds like a 90-year-old man. It's so great. Yelling at kids to get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I cannot remember where we were. I think it was a girls' softball game, not the boys. But we played in some place where one of the tournament representatives came to us and said, "Oh, by the way, no spitting seeds on the floor." And we're like, "What?" I mean, that's a tradition. That's routine.
I don't think I've ever seen you spit sunflower seeds. I'm going to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. You're like, what are you talking about? How you can tell a guy like me not to spit sunflower seeds? It's in my blood. It's in my blood. That's what I do. I've never seen this guy spit sunflower seeds.
Do I really sound that way?
Exactly like that, actually. I heard you sing Sherry. You telling me your voice isn't up there? Come on.
Number 3 for me is to have the windows open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, during the day, just, even if you're watching TV, just have the window open, have a fresh breeze coming in.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
No?
Not a huge fan. I know. Here comes the real.
Here
comes the real window opener right here.
We're talking about the things we love about spring, and I said I love having the windows open, having a breeze come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trish would have the windows wide open in the winter, 20-degree weather if she could. If Pete and I weren't here to complain,
I think she
would be merrily sitting there in a parka on the couch, like, this is lovely.
Well,
I can feel myself getting a tan.
I do love watching TV with a blanket, curled up with the blanket,
Yeah, I guess, except when we're the ones that have to get you the blanket. Can you guys shut that window and get me a blanket, please? There's a draft. Tell me, it's spot on, Trish, right? So true. Yeah, so true, she said. She gets it.
I can't fight back because we've made this Be Nice to Trish Day.
Yeah.
Because you had
even though my name's not Trish?
I said I'm nice to Trish every day. Wouldn't you say that's true? I don't know what that look is.
Her face is like this.
I'm a nice guy.
You're a prince.
I don't move out strictly so I can spend time with you. That's what it is.
Are you excited?
Money is no factor whatsoever. Here you go, Charles.
Yeah, got a cookie.
He's such a tool bag. Anyways, we got to get back to the Tuesday Top 5.
Yes.
Trish, you go take a nap, eat a chocolate cake, whatever you want.
Whatever you need.
Pete's going to rub your feet after the show.
Yeah, I've already been told I'm giving you a foot massage.
Yep.
I have a softball right there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I mentioned that. Yeah.
Maybe we could battle a softball with a softball. We take a softball, we chuck it at her, we see if it helps with the knot.
Maybe.
No?
Maybe.
Okay, she left.
All right.
Anyways, back to the Tuesday
What is
Top
your
5.
number 3?
My number 3. Oh, go to the zoo with my boy Leonard.
Take Liam to the zoo.
It's not socially acceptable as an adult to go to the zoo, and I don't get it. But I love the zoo, so Liam's my excuse. I like to go see some giraffes,
Did we ever explain he calls him Leonard? It's the same
Why do
reason.
I call Trish?
Same reason he calls Priscilla
There's
Trish.
no reason.
Yeah, it just goes for. My number 2 was your number 4. I think. Go to a baseball game. Yeah.
My number 5.
Oh, your number 5.
I like going to a baseball game, not super frequently, but I like going.
Actually, I think when we go to Virginia in a couple of weeks, I hope Liam's not watching because I think this might be a surprise.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. We're going to take him to his first baseball game.
Ooh.
We're going to go. They have a minor league team in Norfolk, the Norfolk Tides, which I think is the minor league representative for the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, the Orioles, yep.
So, and many people think the Norfolk Tides are probably right there with the Orioles for talent.
I'll do this, but we just lost a series to them, so I don't think as Red Sox fans we have the right to crack that joke. But I'll do it just for you.
That's right.
But I really don't think we have the right to crack that joke.
We just lost a series. to the Orioles.
Anyways, my number 2.
Yes.
Which, again, this is what I'm saying with the, is it a summer activity? I don't know.
What's up?
I put a nice game of cornhole. Some may call it beanbag toss. I've always known it as cornhole.
Yeah. I don't think it has to be a summer
It's
thing.
primarily a summer activity, but
Right.
I was running out of things to say, and I
Yep.
realized I do love me a game of cornhole. So,
And my number 1 is to barbecue more often. Yeah. Get out there and use the grill.
Dana, you going to be cooking the ribs on the grill tonight?
Oh, I
'Cause
wonder.
Pete might be showing up. My number 1, there's nothing like a spring campfire.
Oh, right.
Hoodie and jeans,
Yeah.
just sitting by the fire. Gets a little cold at night. You all huddle together for warmth, cuddle together by the fire.
Gotta
I'm
love
just
it.
kidding. Don't cuddle with me. That's weird. That's weird.
Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch
But
me.
anyways, a campfire. There's nothing better than a campfire.
Anybody else have some spring suggestions?
Yes. Let's see. Abby says no snow. That's number 1. No snow.
No more snow.
Baseball/softball season. No sleet. Okay, I'm finding a trend here. Have cookouts without freezing or melting.
Yeah.
Drinks by a campfire. In parentheses, I'm not actually camping. Yeah, Abby doesn't do that.
Right.
Hold on. Pollen.
Yep.
Dana says, number 5, getting my garden ready.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 4, cleaning my tackle box. Oh, for fish camp.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3, a long ride with the windows down. I'm seeing, there's, Dana, there's 2 number 3s. Dana never plays by the rules, ever. There's 2 number 3s. The other number 3 is ice cream shop opening.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
A lot of them are opening up.
Yep. Dana's number 2 is fried seafood outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he loves some fried seafood.
It doesn't love me anymore, but
I
love
don't
fried
like
seafood.
eating outside, though. I'm sorry.
You never have.
No.
You never have.
Bugs and bees and birds trying to get you food. No. I will peacefully eat my meal inside and then go sit outside. Totally fine by that. I do not like eating outside.
We had one year when a hurricane blew through. We just got like the fringes of it. And I guess the hurricane ruined all the beehives, like it knocked them down or whatever.
Oh,
So I can
sad.
remember it was late summer. We're outside having chicken or something, and there were bees all over the place. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like they had no home, so they were
I do not enjoy eating outside.
okay.
Do not enjoy it. Justin said, first, a Acushnet Creamery of the season. Yeah. Where'd you guys go the other day? Oxford Creamery. right?
We went to Oxford, which is in Mattapoisett. So
All right, let's see. Diane says, seeing the young lads around town wearing shorts, even though it's only 45 degrees.
Diane,
Yes.
she posted a picture on Facebook this morning. She said it's a Fairhaven thing. It's
Yep.
a New England thing, really. It's it's spring in their minds, so they're wearing shorts.
Yep. She also says, watching the trees and plants bloom. I know. I can't wait until they already bloom. I'm sick of these dead looking trees out here. Give me some green, That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Some are blooming, some are still dormant.
Yeah.
There's a word.
Yeah. They got to wake up.
Yes.
Day drinking out on my porch.
Oh.
It's it's always good on the porch, Looking forward to some vacation. And what was the last one here? Got cut off. Oh, greeting friends and neighbors as we all come out of winter hibernation.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Abby says, oh, and driving with the windows down.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I mean, I also like blasting music in the car, and I have kind of the same mindset. I don't want to annoy anybody.
Oh.
If someone else is enjoying with their windows down, not listening to music,
Oh, I
don't
see.
want to blast my music.
You don't want to blast your stuff with that red light?
Also, my music taste is all over the place. I will be driving in a fantastic mood, listening to the most depressing songs in the world, because there's nothing like a sad song. And I don't want to pull up to a stoplight and everyone's like,
Poor guy.
should we call somebody about him? Like, is he okay? Like, where is he driving to
I
right
know.
now? Should we
What's
check
going
in?
on?
I'm fine. Sad music is just great music. And we'll get to the rest in the post show. There's a lot here.
Okay. Time for what seems to be a Tuesday feature, and that's Am I the A-Hole, which is a forum on Reddit.
Yes, Pete. Yes, you are.
Thank you very much, Matt.
No problem.
So this week's story, a little context here. The woman says, my husband is 33. He used to be unemployed for a year. He recently started a job at a warehouse. Yesterday, while I was about to do the laundry, I grabbed his work pants and I dug my hands into his pockets to make sure they were empty before putting them in the washing machine, like I always do. Well, my husband just happened to walk by, and when he saw me searching his pants pockets, he rushed in yelling at me to put his pants down. I already had a folded piece of paper that I found in the pocket. I had it in my hand, but he snatched it and then started screaming at me about how I have no respect for his privacy and that I shouldn't be getting my hands on his things. They're married, by the way. She says, I was generally dumbfounded. I told him, take it easy, and I always do this before laundry. He lashed out, saying I had no right and should have come to him and asked him first because he was worried about important documents getting lost like the one I had pulled out. I said important documents shouldn't be inside your pockets, and I asked to see the paper, but he said he won't show me. I asked why, and he said I don't get to ask him jack shit after I disrespected his privacy. I almost laughed because what privacy does he have in his pockets? It wasn't like a stranger digging into them. He refused to speak to me and later went out and bought a new closet with a lock on it and moved his clothes inside of it. I asked if he was serious, and he said, this will teach me to respect his privacy and deter my snooping. Then went back to not speaking to me. She says, I'm generally confused. Am I the a-hole?
No.
Yeah. Most everybody said no.
Run. Just run right now.
And is this something we're all thinking? One respondent said, you're not the a-hole. He's obviously hiding something. No sane person with nothing to hide locks up their clothes.
No. to go that far where do you even get a closet that locks? That's a thing? People are locking up their clothes?
I've never seen one.
Apparently my clothes just aren't as valuable enough to even think about doing that.
I guess.
That's some weird stuff right
He's
there.
obviously got something to hide,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah. That's not like a birthday present that you have a printout of, because
no,
you don't go to those you don't get a locked closet for a hidden birthday present.
I don't want you to see that receipt. It's what I'm getting you.
Nah, it doesn't seem like a very healthy couple there.
No.
No.
Somebody said, who the hell locks up their clothes? Mm-hmm. My thought reading this, my first thought was his reaction is so unhinged. He didn't just lock up his clothes. This nut bought a brand new closet so he could separate and lock up his clothes. When the entire Looney Tunes defensiveness happened, is he locking up his dirty clothes too?
Hey, $20 says that he goes through his clothes and still hands it to her okay, you can do this load of laundry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I would smack him.
Are
you kidding me?
Is he doing his own laundry?
Diane says, a-hole hubby, I would tell him, do your own effing laundry. Yeah. Right? She's just doing him a favor. Checking the pockets is
it's
the routine,
right? Because
I washed a chapstick last week.
I was going to bring,
that's what we do. We're idiots over here. So.
And moms, I used to have a thing when I was, working outside of the house on a regular basis. I would leave a pin in my shirt.
Oh, she would get so mad.
Oh, she gets so mad at that.
She still gets mad.
Yeah.
What did you leave? You left something in your pocket the other day. She got mad.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't remember either. But I do my own laundry, so the chapstick incident, I had to scold myself. I was like, Matt, come on now. You never do this. What are you doing, buddy?
And didn't you lose a chapstick recently? So you went out and you bought 5 and then you found it.
Mad. I'm so mad. I lost all my chapstick. I had a bunch of chapsticks. Lost them all. So I was like, all right, I got to order some. I ordered a 4-pack. I was like, I'm not going to run into this problem again. Got a 4-pack. Literally the day after I order it, I found one under my bed. There was the first one. The second one was in the laundry.
There you go.
I found it in the washing machine. And it was still perfectly fine. I don't know if you're still... I still use it. I don't know if that's gross. I hope not.
If it's perfectly fine.
A cap.
Right.
So,
right.
But anyways, I found 2 chapsticks. I haven't even had to open the 4-pack yet. So that's just my life. If anybody needs a chapstick, let me know.
We're all set.
But I think we're all in agreement that this dude's crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Time for today's random question. It's one we got off Twitter. Name a jingle that has lived rent-free in your head for most of your life.
It's a lot of the lawyer ones.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah. The heavy hitter is the one for you.
Oh, yeah.
1-800-LAW-1-222.
Yeah.
I'm trying
With
to think.
me, it's called 1-800-54-GIANT.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
And Sarah always mentioned, Well, she's working, right? So she's not with us.
Yeah.
Sarah always mentions that Cars for Kids
Yeah,
jingle.
1-800 cars for kids.
Isn't it 877?
I don't know, Peter. I'm just
877 Cars for Kids.
KARS. Why is it K? But KARS cars for kids. Yeah. 1-877 cars for kids. Donate your cars today. What's another? This one isn't a jingle, but it's the one that's I don't even know what it's for. It's just the annoying voice where she's like, I'm a good person. I pay my taxes. I say that line all the time. I don't even know what it's for, which I feel like you kind of failed jingle-wise.
Yeah, right.
If I remember that, but I don't remember what it's for.
Well, it's like after the Super Bowl when we say, "Oh, I love the commercial with the monkey." Yeah, but what was it for? I don't know. What the monkey was
If there was a monkey, there's a good chance it was Mountain Dew or Doritos, but I don't know. I think it was a car place. It's the one with a dime. You don't need a dime. You only need a dime to something get a car. I don't know what it is. It's something about a dime.
Yeah.
And it's this chick who's like, I'm a good person. I pay my taxes. I say that all the time. Does anybody know what I'm talking about, or am I a lunatic? Dana says, my baloney has a first name.
It's
so
S-C-A-R.
My baloney has a second name.
It's M-A-Y-E-R.
Hey.
Love to
Or is it M-E-Y-E-R?
And if you ask me why else I...
Mandela effect. Right? Is that what it is? Meyer?
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer?
Yeah, they
with an E or an A?
They say it changed. I don't know.
Abby says, go to the general and say something. Yeah. Diane says, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Whatever leaf it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Justin says, Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
From
Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. Yeah.
Justin also says, Napa Know-How. How does that one go?
Napa Know-How, isn't it?
Know-How.
I think
Is that what
so.
it is?
I think.
Dana says, sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Mounds, Almond Joy got nuts. No. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
Okay.
It was for candy bars.
Interesting.
Almond Joy and
I've never
Mounds.
heard that one.
Yep.
You know that quite well.
Yes.
Gary says Route 6 Auto Mall Kia. Yeah, that's the one with the pay my taxes, right?
Oh, that's the one.
Oh, Justice says Education Connection. They wrote the bop of the century.
What was that?
Get connected for free at Education Connection. Get connected. I forgot how it starts.
Free.
It's like a whole song. The whole 30-second commercial was an entire song.
Oh, wow.
I need to look it up. And
All right.
I forgot the words. I wanted to sing it all for you. Gary said, screw that place, such an annoying jingle. The taxes one, I know. That lady's voice just like screams through your
We've
your
actually
head.
turned the radio off or to another station when we hear that.
Abby says, O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Oh, yes.
She says, I don't know if that's a local one up here. No, we have it. I don't know.
It's a chain.
Is it a national chain?
Maybe a New England thing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, Gary nailed it. This is also a jingle of the century. I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. They got a whole opera in there.
Called J.G. Wentworth.
877 cash now. We're just giving, this is free advertising for all these people right now
I
because
know.
they succeeded. But we need to applaud the jingle writers.
Yes, we do.
Dana says, and don't forget 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
Pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. You know who was a jingle writer? I don't know if maybe everybody knows. Barry Manilow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Started his career as being a jingle writer.
Well, from what I heard, there's better money in that than there is in actually trying to be an artist. Yeah.
I heard, I got to give a shout out to my friend Scott, who, Scott Ranish, he's the program director for Easy 99.1, which even those of you who live in other parts of the country can find it online, of course, nowadays. I was in the car yesterday. I happened to be listening to him, and I went into the barber shop. Get a little trim here.
No one complimented. How dare they?
I know.
Yeah.
And when I came out, the song on the radio was Barry Manilow, Trying to Get the Feeling Again. And I give a shout out to Scott because he programs songs on that station that I call oh wow songs. Mm-hmm. It's like once an hour there's a wow song. And what I mean is you hear it and you go, wow, I haven't heard that in a long time.
But Scott, can we get some Education Connection up in there?
Oh, yeah.
Get connected for free. No, I'm just kidding. I can't think of the lawyer. There's like a million lawyer ones though. They're always in my head.
Yeah, you're right.
But now I can't.
Well, you mentioned
I'm stage fright. I can't.
Right. You mentioned what's his name there?
Yeah, Rob, the heavy hitter, Rob Levine.
Levine.
With the corniest commercials ever.
Then there's what? Sokolow or something like that.
Does he have a jingle though? Jim
No, that's
Sokolov?
true.
Jim Sokolov? Joe Sokolov?
I think
They're probably
that's it.
brothers, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, lawyers have they spend all their money on the jingle.
And you know what's funny is when you go to different parts of the country, like I was down in Virginia for a year and a half with Liam,
Mm-hmm.
it's like they have their own. You just turn on TV and it's like different lawyers.
But
doing
they're all the same style commercial. I
Yeah,
swear,
they are.
it's one person that creates all lawyer ads in
Yep.
the history of the world. They look exactly the same. The only person that's kind of different is Rob Levine because he's like, hey, I shot these with my iPhone. Can we put these in here real quick? It's him swinging a baseball bat. Like,
Yep. But there's always a scene of like, there's one where it's like it's a father and son law firm.
Yep.
So you got the three of them coming down the courthouse steps.
Yeah.
You know, you got to
got
have
the-
that shot.
And the last shot is the father sitting in the chair with the son behind him with like his hand on his shoulder. We're family and we have no personality. Anyways,
All right,
jingles.
If you know any jingle, name a jingle that has lived rent free in your head for most of your life. We've talked about this before about how many times the snooze alarm goes off for this guy in the morning.
Be rude. Don't be rude.
Well, I came across a story yesterday that said, according to a new survey, the average American sets 4 separate alarms for themselves most mornings.
Okay.
4. Mm-hmm. I just use my phone, so it's one thing, but I do hit the snooze once. It goes off at 6:45, and even this morning I was awake before it went off. So it's like you'd think I could get up at 6:45, but no. I always buy myself 9 more minutes.
I have a habit of figuring out how to shut off the alarm in my sleep. That's why I have so many alarms. And I'll see it when I wake up. Like one of them is always shut off. I don't know how, but I did it.
You did it.
I did it.
Yeah.
I set 6.
25. You have 6?
I have 6 of them. Yeah.
All right. 25% of people surveyed admit to sleeping in at least a little bit most days. I would.
Every single day.
7% said they set more than 9 alarms.
Now that's excessive.
It says the man who set 6.
You see, what's funny though is I hit snooze on like all 6, so it sounds like 45 because they're all
That's
going
right.
off. Like I don't get the 9
There's
minute.
more than 6.
I don't get the 9-minute break because it's like one goes off at 6:05, so then another one goes off at 6:09, then one goes off at 6:10. Like they're all spaced out horribly. I'm probably screwing up any good sleep I got
Probably.
with this bad
Yeah.
habit. Yeah.
And then there are the brave 10% of people responding to this survey who don't bother setting alarm at all. I have never been like that.
That still blows my mind. If you have something important, do you set one just to be safe, or you genuinely trust yourself that much?
What I would do? I wouldn't trust
Well, no,
myself.
I'm asking the people that
Yeah.
don't set an alarm.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust
Like if you have like if you have like jury duty the next day, you got to set an alarm, right? Because you can't miss that. Do you set it, or you're that confident that you will wake up?
I mean, I know I have run across guys, former morning men or former military, whatever, who say 5:30 every morning. I'm awake 5:30
Blows my mind.
or 4:30 every morning. I'm awake.
Abby
It's
says I have a 5-minute snooze. I really should make more than one alarm because I hit snooze, but sometimes shut it off. Then I play a fun game of will I wake up on time? That's what I'm talking about. It's a skill to be able to shut off alarms in your sleep. A 5-minute snooze though, do you program that? Why is a snooze 10 minutes? I mean 9 minutes.
9.
Yeah.
It's 9 minutes. I read once, but I can't think of the answer.
All right, homework for tomorrow.
Okay.
Find out why a snooze button's 9
We're doing
minutes.
a deep dive on snooze buttons.
Gary says I set 4 alarms if I need to get up. Yeah. If I need to get up at 6, if I just want to be up by a certain, I set an alarm every single day, even when I can sleep in.
You do.
Those
Yep.
days will be 2 alarms. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, on the weekend, I like to Monday through Friday with the show. I get up, we get in the shower, we get dressed, we get ready for the show.
We do it separately though. That
Yeah,
would be
yes.
Very weird.
But on Saturday, I'll get up whenever, like might sleep till 8, something like that.
8. That's cute.
9. 10.
Well, why don't we get Trish in here?
But what I'm getting at is, on Saturday, I wake up, I come downstairs, I pour a cup of coffee, I sit down, play with Charlie, catch up on Facebook. So it's like a relax, but then his alarm starts going off. And, we don't want to be competing for the shower, But the funny thing is, when his alarm starts going off, I've got at least a half hour.
Oh, especially on a Saturday, you probably got like an hour. Yeah. I don't listen to my alarm on Saturdays. It's just a friendly warning.
I was going to say, then why do you set it?
I said it because I genuinely feel that if I fell asleep with no alarm, I would wake up at like 6 p.m. I feel like that would happen, and I don't want to do that. I always got things to do. I don't want to sleep the day away.
Okay.
So I always have to set an alarm because I feel like I just won't wake up for 3 days.
And finally today, don't tell me, Florida. A Florida woman was arrested for DUI after rear-ending another car and then failing her field sobriety test. However, she failed it in entertaining fashion. We got to give her points for this. 38-year-old Amy Ann Harrington reportedly smelled of alcohol and slurred her speech when officers arrived at the scene of the crash. She was ordered out of the car for a field sobriety test, and it was a good thing she had her dancing shoes on, because when asked to stand on one leg and perform some walk and turn tests, Harrington went a step further and performed a medley of ballet and Irish folk dance moves. Imagine being the cop that pulled her over and
just made his job easy.
She refused to take a breathalyzer test and was charged with driving under the influence. God, I wish there was a video.
Yeah, I will say thank goodness that it's not a required dance-off.
True.
To pass a field sobriety test. 'Cause
True.
I would just never pass. I'd be stone cold sober, and I would just be like looking like an idiot.
You said you just do the two-step, right?
Yeah. All right, dance off. Your turn. I would just be two-stepping back and forth. They're like, he's drunk. He's not even trying.
Yeah,
he's drunk.
He
He's
can't.
drunk. I'm like, no, I'm not. Yeah.
That'll do it for today. Stay tuned for the post show where we can catch up on some of your chats. We did have things we wanted to get back to, like your favorite things about spring, and also maybe how many alarms you set and jingles. So we'll catch up on some chats and just hang out. If you must go, we do leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is be yourself, because an original is worth more than a copy. All right. We'll be right back with the post show.
We back.
You know, we didn't mention is Charlie's Gotcha Day, right? Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm partly because it was on Sunday, and we don't do a show on Sunday.
Yeah. But a picture came up in my Facebook memories yesterday of a little tiny puppy. He was so small.
I know. I forget about it sometimes. And then I see pictures, I'm like, man, he was like a gerbil.
So it was May 1st that we got Charlie, but his birthday was March 1st.
He was like that ugly cute. Like, he was so unproportionate to the rest of himself. His snout was like barely a snout.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He
True.
really had like, I don't know, he was just an odd shape. His
And
fur
remember-
was way too long for his body.
And you could scoop him up with one hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would literally just carry him like this. Crazy. I think he was 6 pounds when we, no. Was he 6? I think he was like
might have
6
been.
pounds
Yes.
when we got him.
Yeah.
Crazy. Now he's a big old fat boy, 18 pounds.
18 pounds of fluff.
Tripled in weight. Look at that guy. Let's see. We were talking about alarms. Dana said, or forgetting to set the alarm and waking up 5 minutes before you were supposed to leave your house.
Oh.
I think that's up there with like the worst feelings in the world.
Oh, definitely.
Luckily, I think I've only dealt with it twice, and I think I've told both stories before, but one of them, I was young. I fell asleep. I woke up, watched cartoons like I always did, but fell asleep watching cartoons.
Right.
I was alone. You guys
were
were
the
both
only one
working.
here.
I had to ride my bike to school like 2 hours late. I literally thought the police would be waiting for me. Yeah, that was embarrassing. And then the other time I was probably like 22. No, I think I was like 20 or 21. I was late to work right up the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to take a nap after college classes, slept way too late.
Wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, that was rough. I walked in and I was just like, I'm sorry. I couldn't help that one. Let's see. Abby says it was 9 alarms. I changed it to 5 so I can get 2 snoozes in 10 minutes instead of 1 in 9. Okay. The snooze, the amount of snooze time.
Okay.
It tricks me to think I'm sleeping later. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the things we do to think that we get more sleep.
But getting back to what Dana said,
Yeah.
when you wake up 5 minutes before you're supposed to be somewhere or 5 minutes after, the first words out of your mouth are not,
No.
good morning.
No. If you want to see the worst part of a human being, maybe this should be like the marital test. You should have to see your spouse wake up late for something. That is the worst you will ever see that person.
Yeah.
So depending on what happens, that'll judge their character pretty well. If they just swear, you're all right.
You're okay.
That's because I think we all do that.
Yep.
But yeah, it can be bad. Abby says Logan is up by 6. There's only been a couple times this year he slept past that.
Wow.
How?
But
And
is he?
I feel like that should change soon. In
Did
the
you tell me
teenage years is when you start sleeping until like
he's
noon.
13, right?
Yeah.
He's 13 now.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's going to change. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. I'd be surprised if it doesn't.
Gary says, one time working at where me and Pete worked, I overslept and woke up 1 hour into a remote that I was supposed to be at. That went real well when trying to drive from East Providence to Fairhaven.
Wow.
It comes to a point, though, where like you realize, well, I can't do anything to change it. Like I'm
late.
Yeah,
I'm late. That's it.
I messed up big time.
Talk about that, Gary, and remotes. I remember a time when we had people here at the house. So I don't know if Sarah was visiting or if the kids were down from Vermont, but it was a Friday, and I'm sitting here. I can picture myself sitting on the couch. We're watching TV or something, and all of a sudden I get a phone call from our promotions director who says, "Are you coming?" And I said, and all of a sudden it hit me. I had a remote at a butcher shop, and I wasn't there. And I'm always there, like a half hour before. So she called because it was like 10 minutes of, and I couldn't make it there in 10 minutes. So I was like, all right, stall. First break is going to be a little late. I'll be there. But it's like that was the only time I forgot that I had a remote.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Where was your assistant?
Didn't have one. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that explains it.
Yeah.
Today was one of those mornings, though. I don't know if this happens to anybody else. Like the alarm goes off, and you mentally say to yourself, "I should get up right now. It would benefit me in many ways if I get up right now." But your body physically cannot get up.
Yep.
For some reason, the 5 extra, they're like, "I need this 5 minutes. I need it." You convince yourself that like I'm frozen right now. I can't move. I can't move right now for 5 more minutes.
I was actually, as I said, I was actually awake before the alarm. So it's like when and I'm laying there, and I remember I even checked the time to say, well, what time is it? Because I didn't know if it was like 5:30 or whatever. So I checked, and it was 6:35, and the alarm goes off at 6:45. So you'd think, well, why don't I get up when it goes off? But when it went off, I was like, nah.
Nah. I also have this habit of like, because that happens to me too. Sometimes I'll wake up like 15 minutes before it goes off. And I'm like, again, this would benefit me greatly if I get up right now. I would have a great day. But I convince myself that like health-wise, I will be dead if I wake up right now.
I need this.
I need this in order to survive the day. Even though that's probably not true. I probably made it worse, is the truth of it.
That's what they say. Hitting the snooze alarm is not good for you. So
no, I've heard that many times. I don't know if I'm physically capable of breaking that habit. It is.
Well-
It's probably the worst thing about me. I'm going to be honest. Is my inability to wake up when an alarm goes off.
And that's what it is. It's a habit.
Yeah.
It's a habit. And habits are learned. They can be changed.
I
right?
probably hit the snooze. How many times do you think I hit the snooze in a morning? Probably 12 times.
Yeah, easily.
Something crazy. Because of the way I space my alarms, between the alarm going off and the snooze, I hit my snooze button so many times. I can't get out of bed on the first alarm. Never been able to do it.
What if you changed the
I'm
way
really being open about
What
my
if-
biggest flaw.
What if you change the way you like don't set how many 12 alarms tonight?
Set one.
Set 1, set 2. No?
If the show doesn't go live at 8 o'clock tomorrow, you know what happened. Okay.
All right, what
I'll try it. I'll give you my word. I will set my alarm. Now, what do? Do I set it? What time do you knock on my door, do you think? 7:15?
No, earlier than that.
7:10?
It's like 7:05.
No, that's not.
It has
Do not
been-
lie to these kind people.
I am not lying to these kind people. It has been 7:05. All right, you want to go at 7:10, go 7:10.
I think I'm pretty sure I will. I wish I was awake enough to like take a picture for evidence. I don't think it's ever 6:05.
All right.
7:05.
Tomorrow I'll take a picture.
Okay, tonight I will set one alarm. See,
boy.
the annoying part.
I'm worried.
No, the most annoying part is because I'm setting one alarm. Every like 3 minutes, he's gonna pop his head in. Hey, do you remember that we have a show today? Hey, don't forget to wake up. I know
Maybe-
that's gonna happen.
Maybe we shouldn't try that on a show day. Maybe you should try it on a weekend.
No, because weekend, I know if I don't have anything, I can get away with whatever I want. So it's happening tonight. I'm setting one alarm.
Okay.
If the show's not here, sorry, it was Pete's idea. All right, people's top fives.
Oh, yes.
Top 5 springtime.
Yeah.
I forgot where that was. Oh, here it is. Who did I leave off with? Gail, right here. Top 5 springtime activities. Warmth at number 1. Well, I don't know if these are ranked, but warmth, the colors,
yeah.
the new life.
Yep.
I agree, except for the birds. They stalk me. Sitting in the grass. I can't agree with you there, Gail.
You don't like that?
I don't like bugs. Not a big bug.
Okay.
I have this mutual relationship with bugs. Like, I won't come into your environment. Please don't come into mine.
Don't come into mine.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
There's some ants, right? We got a little bit.
Yeah,
When it rains a lot, we deal with a little bit of an ant problem.
Yep.
I hate it. I hate it. I feel like every towel I'm using is covered in ants. I feel like anytime I put shoes on the ground, there's going to be ants in them. I hate it. But yeah, I can't agree. I don't like bugs. I'll sit in a chair. The bugs can sit on the ground.
And I'd love to sit in the grass, but I'd never get up.
True. Well, we could get a crane or something.
Yeah,
No,
something
kidding.
like that.
Gail also says longer days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
What else we got? Abby says, "Hey, Auntie, sorry, but Matt got the kids calling you Trish." Well, it's her name, so yeah. Just decent of them. No, they are. What are they supposed to call her? Auntie Priscilla, I think.
That would, technically, yes.
You guys haven't reached the age where you can call her Trish yet. I apologize. Diane says, "Oh, greeting friends as we all come out of winter hibernation." Said that.
Same thing happens in this neighborhood. It's a very friendly neighborhood, but we don't see each other much in the winter.
Except when we're shoveling snow.
Yeah, and then that's usually
at
the
that
head
point,
bob.
you just give someone a miserable head bob. Yes,
Sucks, doesn't it?
We're all doing this.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or that time. I'm not going to say the name, but I don't believe he watches the show, so I'm going to say it. We had this neighbor. At one time, it was snowing, and he has a snowblower.
Yes.
I have a shovel. And it was a lot of snow. And he like walked up a little bit, and he goes, "A lot of snow, huh?" I've never wanted to murder someone more in my life.
Never offered to.
I was like, yeah, it's a lot of snow. And then I walk back from the front. He goes, "Did you get the front?" I was like, "Yeah, thanks."
So he never offered.
No, never
to
offered.
come over and.
He's like, "You got the front porch too?" I'm like, "First off, it's not your business, okay?"
Well, if you had said no, do you think he would have brought the snowblower out?
Probably not. He probably would have been like, "Hey, don't forget the front." But yeah, he's like, "A lot of snow, huh?"
Like,
yeah, I just picked it all up and moved it over there by hand. Okay, I'm not going to be able to walk for the next 3 days. Thank you for pointing out that we got a lot of snow. Anyways, moral of the story, don't talk to me in the winter.
Yeah.
If you see me outside, don't talk to me.
No.
Did we have any other springtime stuff?
I don't think so.
Oh, Dana says, where'd it go? I love minor league baseball, just like the Providence Bruins. It's guys trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are motivated to move up.
And when it comes to the Woo Sox, apparently any position is up for grabs on the Red Sox because they ain't doing much right now. They ain't. We lost to the Orioles. We lost
a series to the Orioles. How is that? I was glad to hear. I didn't see it, but I was glad to hear that Jim Rice called them out on the postgame show.
Good.
He said, "I don't like this team's attitude. I don't like their effort. I don't like these analytics that they're using." Because you get one pitcher. Who was it? Was it Tanner Houck?
Maybe.
One of them was having a great outing, but no, the plan was he's only going to throw so many pitches, so I'm going to take him out. Then the bullpen comes in and lets everything up.
The only, the reason I'll defend it, if this, scientifically is going to prevent injuries, okay? But, yeah, I don't know. I'm okay, though, because baseball is such a long season. If your NFL team, if your favorite NFL team, starts off the year really bad.
0-5.
They got a lot of work to do. I mean, just look at the Dolphins. The Dolphins had a really bad start last year. Mm-hmm. Then they went on that crazy 11-game win streak or something and still didn't make the playoffs. So, NFL, you kind of got to be hot the whole year. You got to be okay.
Pretty much.
Baseball,
hit the ground running.
We can go another month of sucking and then still end up in first place. So I'll give it time, but it's not looking good right now.
Somebody pointed out, I forget, because I read so many articles and columns. Somebody pointed out that he's frustrated that if you notice when watching a game, almost every position now takes a little index card out of their back pocket.
Yeah.
And if you're an outfielder, you're taking this index card out and it says, oh, so for Cruz, I got to stand over here. And for this guy, I got to stand over. It's like.
You don't like that? That's been going on for a little while.
That's the analytics, though. That's somebody with a computer saying this man has a high probability of hitting it there, so stand there.
I don't hate that as much. No, I don't hate it as much. Also, like I said, it has been going for a while now. But it's more obvious. I think people are catching on to it. But I don't hate it because if you got a pitcher that throws 110 miles, no one throws 110. But if you got a pitcher that throws over 100 miles per hour. It might be a wise idea, unless it's a guy that really pulls the ball. Might be a wise idea to go, opposite, center fielder on the opposite field of second base, because they're probably going to be late on it. Gives you an extra jump, gives you an extra step. I don't hate that, at all, because that's been going on for a while. It's just more I don't want to say accurate in a correct standpoint, but it's more
scientific.
Yeah, it's more scientific. It's more to the T now. People are it's literally Nelson Cruz, go 50 steps to the right. That, you don't know. But I don't hate shading to one field. All right, last thing here. Am I the a-hole? People all agree that he's the a-hole. Abby says, I'm petty. I pick through the laundry and only wash my clothes. And yes, I've done that before. Let's see. Diane said, my husband put a lock on a closet in our house because he stores in there.
He stored
weapons, guns, a gun safe. If that's what you mean by that, and that should absolutely be locked up. Diane said, if I'm doing other family members' laundry, I get to keep any money left in there by mistake. I consider a tip. Trish has the same mindset,
rule. Same rule,
and that's fair. That's what you. That's why I don't think checking the pockets. He makes it sound like an invasion of privacy. That's clearly he doesn't do laundry. That's how you do laundry,
right? And he's hiding something.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Anyways, I believe that's all we have. Good show today.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you. Back tomorrow with the Battle of the Sibs with a surprise, too, in that.
Yes.
So, as we always say, no matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.